So if WrestleMania 17 wasn't as great as people say it is, this is a damn near close one. What's up, guys? It's the ALE double X Prince. And something that I loved about this show more than WrestleMania 17 was, first of all, the video package. Probably my favorite video package ever. Besides that, it's not WrestleMania 20. It's got to be this one. I mean, just the feel of WrestleMania. Just it felt like WrestleMania, which is something WrestleManias to this day are forgetting. And not just that, this is the first ever WWE WrestleMania. I mean, at the time we were known as World Wrestling Federation until they got all this bullshit with them losing that name. But still, this is a damn good match. I mean, good show. And it does have just a real good feel, and the arena was great. Everything about this was really damn good. Besides one match, which I'll get to, I would have been pretty damn happy with the show for the most part. First of all, we kick it off with Matt Hardy versus Rey Mysterio, a really good match, but damn, it was short. This match was like 5 minutes long, but 5 minutes of great action. It was just really impressive that they did that damn good. Matt Hardy eventually wins. It was for the Cruiserweight Championship. At the time, that belt meant something, unlike today. Well, it's improving, but still. Yeah, so there's that. Next match, we got Undertaker. Well, he was supposed to team up with some jobber. I forgot his fucking name, but he beats Big Show and A-Train in a 2-on-1 handicap match. Honestly, the only good thing I could say about this match was Undertaker's entrance with Limp Bizkit singing "Rolling." First of all, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I know Limp Bizkit, the main dude, the singer, is probably one of the most hated guys ever. But I still enjoyed their music at the time, despite them going soft and being shitty later on in the road. Because then again, that's every fucking band in the last 10 years. So there's that. But Undertaker beats these guys like whatever. Personally, what I would have done is have Undertaker versus RVD. I'm being dead honest. Personally, it would be like RVD. RVD and Kane start feuding, and then maybe eventually Undertaker be like, "Don't fuck with my brother, otherwise I'm gonna fuck with you," and this and that. It would have been pretty good, and it could be a way much better match than what the fuck this was. But still, despite that, it was still a good match. Fuck, it was the worst match of the show, but it was still enjoyable. That's weird. Like, this match is kind of garbage, but it was still enjoyable for what it was. Next up, we get Victoria versus Jazz versus Trish Stratus. One of the most underrated matches I've ever seen in WrestleMania. First of all, the feel of this match actually felt like an actual big deal. Like the women's championship at the time felt like a big deal. No Lita, of course. I really wish that happened, but it was still good, and it was a great moment for Trish Stratus. Easily one of the greatest women's wrestlers of all time, if not the greatest. Personally, I would have chosen. Personally, my favorite is Lita, of course, because she was with the Hardys. So yeah, but still, this is a damn enjoyable match. A really good match, showing that women could wrestle. Next up, we had Team Angle, Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas putting their WWE Tag Team Championships against Los Guerreros, Chris Benoit, and Rhino. A really good match, very small match. Again, another one of those underrated matches that people don't talk about anymore, but still good. Team Angle wins, of course. Honestly, I would have kept it that way. It was a really good match, fun little match. I mean, every match really here was not bad. Even like Taker, Big Show, A-Train was even not that bad, but I mean, still. But now we get to the match of the night. Easily the match of the night. First of all, the feel was really good for this match. Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho has even admitted that this is his favorite match he's ever performed in his life. That says a lot. And this is the kind of match that I watch and forget how great it was. I mean, this is really damn good. The feud was there. I mean, the whole Chris Jericho. I admire Shawn Michaels, but now he's not the same, and I want to fight him, proving that I could be the next Shawn Michaels. And actually, now that I think about it, Chris Jericho kind of looked like Shawn Michaels in this match. It's weird. The feud looked like they were gonna be like fighting out like brawlers, but the match was a little bit different than what we got, and I don't mind that because this is still 5 stars no matter what people say. Shawn Michaels is, of course, Mr. WrestleMania, the guy who has had multiple phenomenal performances at WrestleMania, back to back. Every match he's done. I mean, he's had matches with Razor Ramon, Kurt Angle, Undertaker, John Cena, even Vince McMahon. Shit, I mean, but Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels really stuck out for me. I have to rewatch this match just to remember how great it really is. It's just a masterpiece of a match, and I don't mind that Shawn Michaels won because he really deserved it. Because I mean, there's times where, you know, there's a time where they knew how to choose between heels and faces over who wins and who loses. So there's that, and I really like the ending with Shawn Michaels wanting to shake Chris Jericho's hand because that was a damn good performance. But Chris Jericho stabs him in the back. Well, actually, he fucking low blows him and just holds him and just throws him. It was a damn good moment, and it just shows that this feud could continue on. Eventually, we do get it, but in 2008 because this was 2003 when Jericho. No, it was 2005 when Jericho left. So I don't know why they took a long ass time to continue the feud, but I'm fine with it. Because no matter what, we still got a masterpiece of a match. Just rewatch it. I have to rewatch it just to think about it. Next up, we get Triple H versus Booker T. This is a random ass fucking match, but I still think it's okay. I mean, people complain about the ending with Triple H getting a pedigree. It takes too long to pin him. But overall, I think the match itself was okay. At the time, Triple H was really hated because we were at the time where Triple H had to beat everybody for some fucking reason. And I don't know, still an enjoyable ish match. And I feel bad for Booker T because he never truly had a WrestleMania moment. Now that you think about it. Next match, we got a match that I didn't even think was gonna be this damn good and this damn bloody. Vince McMahon versus Hulk Hogan. Holy shit, was this match good. The story was pretty interesting. Like Vince McMahon, like there's no Hulkamania without me. I created Hulkamania, not Hulk Hogan. And then I hated the stupid feud of like, oh, if Hogan lost, he can never compete it in a wrestling ring again, which is like, okay, perfect way to retire him. But I mean, still, Hulk Hogan eventually beats Vince McMahon. But what I really liked about this match was the Roddy Piper coming out and like, tease to WrestleMania 1. I mean, this match was just really damn good, and I'm actually shocked it was bloody. I mean, I didn't expect this match to be bloody as hell, but I don't know. This is another match that I have to go back and watch to see how good it truly is. I mean, people say that this is one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. People put it like number 2 or even number 1, but there's times where you forget half of this shit was really that damn fucking good. I mean, we have really some underrated ass matches. Matt Hardy, Rey Mysterio, Trish Stratus, Victoria Jazz, Team Angle, Los Guerreros, Benoit, and Rhino, Triple H and Booker T. Despite what you think about half of that match, but even Hogan and Vince is very underrated. But I still love it. Next match we get The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, the third match that these guys have ever had, and I thought this was going to be the main event, but it wasn't. This was kind of a finisher fest type of match, but it worked for what it tried to do, which is kind of weird to say now. But it took The Rock 3 rock bottoms to beat Stone Cold. Really good moment. Finally, The Rock beats Stone Cold. I think that was the main moment for me. And then this was, of course, I believe Stone Cold Steve Austin's last match in the WWE, maybe ever. I'm pretty sure this is his retirement match, if I'm not mistaken. Eventually, The Rock sticks around to face Goldberg and shit like that, but then he goes Hollywood and all this shit that happened with The Rock, which I feel bad for now that I think about it. But eventually he does become the megastar that he is today with movies like the Fast and Furious series, Central Intelligence, Moana, So yeah, there's that. But what really stuck out to me was that this wasn't the main event, and I'm glad that it was the main event because it was time to say goodbye to the Attitude Era. Rested once and for all with this match. And then it's time for the new era, so that's why they sent Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. Fucking phenomenal ass match. Everybody remembers that moment with Brock Lesnar hitting the airborne, but he misses. But I don't know, that match is still fucking good. Personally, my favorite one is the Iron Man match, but I don't know, Brock and Angle had really good ass chemistry, and they only really had 3 matches. 4 if you want to count the triple threat with Big Show, but still, these guys had really good ass chemistry, and I'm actually glad that Brock Lesnar won. Keep in mind, this is Brock Lesnar's first ever performance at WrestleMania, I believe. Yes, this is Brock Lesnar's first ever WrestleMania, and he was in the main event with Kurt Angle, a guy who hasn't main evented WrestleMania either, if I'm not mistaken. But fuck, that's just fucking good to think about, that Brock Lesnar became the guy that he is. Granted, he became a part-timer that sucks now, but fuck, Brock Lesnar was the shit back in 2002, 2003. And he still is in my eyes, but I don't know. This is another damn good show. 10 out of 10. Really, the only matches people talk about the most are Lesnar, Angle, Michaels, Jericho, and Rock, Stone Cold. But everything else about the show was also really good. So really go back and watch it. I mean, we said this show is really good, but is it really that good if people don't talk about the entire show? I'm just saying. What the hell? Fireworks? Anybody hear that? Anyways, I gotta go. It's late. It's me. The ALE Double X Prince. Next retro review will be a very underrated WrestleMania in my eyes, and it's one of my favorite personally. So be excited for that. Again, Double X Prince. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Double X Mania will go on, but until then,